Hello my dearest friends, Svetlana Shlapak, the founder of ukvisasuccess.com is here. In today's video I'm going to explain the rights of EU citizens and their family members in deal and no deal case scenarios, and I'm going to answer 5 questions. What is the no deal case scenario? What are the key dates? What does this mean for you? What will happen after Brexit Day? And what is European temporary leave to remain? Let us begin. First of all, what is no deal Brexit? When the UK decided to leave the EU, they drafted a withdrawal agreement, which is officially called the Draft Agreement on the Withdrawal of the United Kingdom from the European Union. This was meant to be a divorce agreement, if you wish, between the UK and the EU, negotiating the terms of UK withdrawing from the EU. The only problem with this agreement was in the fact that it was not approved. So no deal Brexit is the withdrawal of UK from the EU without the withdrawal agreement. What are the key dates you need to understand in the context of deal or no deal case scenarios? There are actually 3 key dates, and let me explain what they are. First of all, it's 31st of October 2019. Secondly, it's 31st of December 2020. And finally, it is 31st of June 2021. At the time of creating of this video, it is still not clear, but it looks like 31st of October 2019 is very likely to be the Brexit date, and that's why it is very important to remember this date. What is the importance? Well, EU citizens and any of their non-EU family members who arrived in the UK before this date, before 31st of October 2019, and have been residing in the UK lawfully and continuously for 5 years, will be eligible to apply for settled status, which is the legal equivalent to indefinite leave to remain. This is when the citizens of other countries are allowed to remain in the UK indefinitely without any conditions imposed on their stay. And EU citizens and any of their non-EU family members who arrived in the UK before 31st of October 2019 and have resided in the UK lawfully and continuously, but not for 5 years, they have resided for less than 5 years, they will be eligible to apply for what is known a pre-settled status, and also it may be called as further leave to remain. Guys, for those of you who want to know more about settlement or pre-settlement applications, I've created a free masterclass, and you can get immediate access to it if you go to ukvisasuccess.com/masterclass for EU. With regards to close family members such as spouses, civil partners, durable partners, dependent children and grandchildren, and dependent parents and grandparents living overseas, they will still be able to join their EU citizen relatives residing in the UK, and this will be until 29th of March 2022. This is provided their relationship existed on the Brexit date. The rights of future children will always be protected irrespective of when they were born. And if you are a close family member living outside the UK, or you are an EU national residing in the UK and you would like to know more about how to make an application for your loved ones to join you here in the UK, do join this free masterclass, which I've created for those who want to know more about a family permit applications. And once again, it is completely free and you can get access to it if you follow this link, ukvisasuccess.com/family permit. And what is the importance of the 31st of December 2020 date? Well, it only comes into play if there is a deal Brexit. If the UK leaves the EU with a deal, then this means that all EU citizens will be covered by the EU settlement scheme. This scheme was created to deal with the applications from EU citizens and their family members wishing to continue residing in the UK after 31st of December 2020. The question you may have right now is what will happen to those EU citizens arriving in the UK after 31st of October 2019 if there is no deal? Well, it looks like the legal rights will be significantly less beneficial than the rights for those who were residing in the UK before 31st of October 2019. So if you are outside the UK and you are still considering entering the UK, you better do this before 31st of October 2019. And finally, what about this 30th of June 2021 date? Again, it will only be relevant if the UK leaves the EU with a deal, and in this case, the deadline for applying under the EU settlement scheme will be extended from 31st of December 2020 to 30th of June 2021. And what does this mean for you, my friends? This means that if you are a new citizen residing in the UK, or maybe you have some close family members either living with you here in the UK or outside, you need to take active steps to protect your and your loved ones' rights of residence here in the UK. Because if you don't apply, you will eventually lose your legal rights to live and work in this country. What will happen after Brexit Day? According to the written statement which was released by the UK government a few days ago, EU nationals and their family members who arrive in the UK after Brexit date will have a right to remain in the UK until 31st of December 2020. However, before that date, they will need to apply for a new status document which is called the European Temporary Leave to Remain, EUROTLR. They will need to apply for these documents unless they choose to apply in another category, for example, under the new points-based system immigration route. Because if they don't apply either under the new points-based system immigration route or for European Temporary Leave to Remain, then they will remain in the UK unlawfully after 31st of December 2020. What is European Temporary Leave to Remain? This is a visa type, a permission given by the UK immigration authorities to EU citizens and their family members, those EU citizens and family members who arrived in the UK after Brexit date, to remain in the UK for 36 months, for 3 years. With this leave, EU citizens will be able to live in the UK, work and rent properties lawfully, and the same rights will be given to their lawful family members. And this will be a digital document and you will be able to apply for it online, and the scheme will work in a way which is very similar to the EU settlement scheme. However, my friends, just to emphasize once again that this only applies to those EU nationals and their family members who arrive in the UK after Brexit date. If you were residing in the UK before Brexit date, your free movement rights will continue to be enforced after exit date until a vital piece of legislation comes into force. And this vital piece of legislation is called the Immigration and Social Coordination EU Withdrawal Bill, and in short it will be known as the Immigration Bill. What this means in practice is that you guys will continue to enjoy rights given to you under the old EU law, which is also known as the Immigration European Economic Area Regulations 2016. This means that until this immigration bill comes into force, you will be able to make applications under the old EU law, under the 2016 regulations for yourself, for direct and extended family members, and you will also be able to enjoy full appeal rights if you make an application under these 2016 regulations and it is for any reason is refused, which is, by the way, a luxury, because if there is no deal, there will be no more appeal rights for EU citizens and their family members. There will only be a right to administratively review the decision if it is made inside the UK and if it is for a settled or pre-settled status. And if it is a family permit application submitted under the EU settlement scheme, then there is currently no appeal rights and no administrative review rights. And this is it, my friends. This is all we wanted to find out in today's video. I was very careful with this video and did my best not to overwhelm you with any legal terms or information which I've explained here. And as I mentioned before, if you need further guidance, if you feel stuck, do feel free to subscribe to my free masterclasses for EU citizens and their family members who are residing in the UK. You will need to follow this link, which is ukvisasuccess.com/masterclass for EU. And if you have non-EU family members residing outside the UK and wishing you to join you here in the UK, you'll need to subscribe to this free masterclass, which can be found at ukvisasuccess.com/family permit. I wish you best of luck with all your visa applications, and I'll see you all in my next video.
If you found this video useful, you can do three things right now. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can visit my free websites at ukvisasuccess.com. And most importantly, you can share this video with those who may benefit from it. By sharing these videos, you may help others avoid refusals of their immigration applications. Because in immigration law, knowledge and clarity are the key ingredients to success. Thank you so much for your support and for your positive feedback, which incredibly inspires me and gives me fuel to create more and more videos clarifying various aspects of UK immigration law. Have a great day, everyone.